V'hine Yud Bez Rashi Chodashim Hem Keneged Yud Bez Sirufei Avaya. Now, each one of the 12 heads of the months correspond with the 12 combinations of the name Havaya. Shebechol Rosh Chodesh Nimshach Tziruf Echad Mebechinas Shem Havaya B'Shem Adnai. That each Rosh Chodesh is drawn one combination of letters from Hashem's name Havaya into the name Adnai. Shebechinas Malchus Vehin Yud Bez Gvuli Alchson, which is the concept of Malchus, Shem Adnai, and the 12 combinations from Shem Havaya, which is Mistama like Zah, are the 12 boundaries of diagonal. V'Anyin, and the concept is Dihinim Vur Bepardes Sharkov Perek Shvi. Now it's brought in Pardes, chapter 20, the 20th gate, chapter 7, Be'inyan Yud Bez Gvuli Alchson, explaining the 12 boundaries of diagonal. Shu Inyan Hiskalulus Hamidos Mechesed Ligvura Uminetzach Lahod. It's a concept of the combinations of the attributes of kindness and strictness, and Netzach and Hod, V'chin Mechesed Lehod, so too from Chesed to Hod, V'gvura B'netzach Ulu, and Gvura into Netzach. So the Chesed to the Gvura, the Netzach to the Hod, the Chesed to the Hod, the Gvura to the Netzach. Different combinations. So the actual diagonal, he says, seems is only from the chesed to the hod, which is from the upper right side to the lower left side, and from gvura to the netzach is from the upper left side to the lower right side. Which is not the case from kindness to strictness. That's not an actual diagonal. But the truth is, if you have a cube, all the sides are diagonals. They're all diagonals from each side to each side. Inside the cube, inside the six-sided shape, you're going to have a diagonal from each one of the sides to the other. Unless it's a line from one to the other. And that is the idea, to include the left side and the right side. Because the right side, which is Chachma Chesed Netzach, is included and becomes one with the left side, which is Bina Gvura Hod, Kamo HaNetzach Shemistav Min HaChesed, like, for example, Netzach, which comes from kindness. Misached Im HaGvura Shebekava Small unites with the Gvura on the left side, V'chein HaHod Shebekava Small, so too the Hod on the left side, Misached, becomes one. Umiskalel bechesed shebekav hayamin, with the kindness that's on the right side. Bakol alide bechinas kavin ha'alchsonim, and this is all because of these, so to speak, lines, these diagonals shemechabrim that unite one with the other. Al derech mashal, for example, ha'alchson b'tziyur meruba, the diagonal in a square shape, b'shetach hagashmi, on a physical plane. That the diagonal unites the two walls that stand next to each other, I guess a 90-degree angle, in a number of different ways. From east to west, it unites from the northwest to the south. I'm sorry, it unites from the northeast to the southwest. So it unites from the southeast to the northwest. And similarly, it unites in diagonal above and below, the north and the south, in a number of different ways, as is known, in 12 different ways, in fact. That's why there's 12 diagonals. Therefore, all 6 sides, above and below, east and west, north and south, the diagonal is what unites them. And above, spiritually, the spiritual source for this is the 12 boundaries of diagonal, because the 6 sides above are doubled, meaning the 6 emotional attributes above, which are also called the 6 sides of the 3 dimensions of existence. So the place is the concept of Malchus, but the concept of 3 dimensions of it comes from Zah, which is also called the 6 sides. The Shisha Midos is the boundaries of the Makom of Malchus, the Chora. That you have 6 sides above, and 6 sides below. Like it says, like it says, here's the place is with me. And for this reason, you have 12 months, Lilvana to the moon. 6 months in the summer and 6 months for the winter. Called Gvuli, which includes all 12 diagonals. Because each month receives a special light, in a new way, with the concept of the inclusion with this diagonal that includes it and unites it, whether it's kindness into Hod, Gvura into Netzach, and the like. An explanation of this matter, it's known that the attributes in a person, the emotional attributes, are 6. The kindness and the strictness and so forth, until the 6th one, which is Yisod, the foundation, the connection in a person to another. And all of these are drawn into speech, in a revealed way, and it's known that the kindness is the love. So these, how do you translate the names for the spheros into emotions? If we're saying these are emotions, so it's known that they do translate. For example, the chesed is the love. And the concept of its inclusion of the kindness, the chesed, the love, is included with hod. That is when the love it evokes within you an acknowledgement and a thankfulness. Even though on its own it's against and opposes the love. Because the attribute of love gives birth to closeness, hepuch, habitul, which is the opposite of feeling nullified and to something because of its greatness. You bow down to something is you're far away from it. And the opposite is the attribute of strictness or strength unites with netzach, that the main concept of netzach is to overcome, meaning to say you're close with it. Because its main concept is kindness, whereas gvura is to stay away from something, to step back, so that your fear l'cha'ora would awaken within you this will to overcome. And similarly, all the emotional attributes unite one with the other. And the main revelation of their inclusion of all these emotional attributes together is specifically revealed in speech. Because in speech is revealed all of the emotional attributes, and all the different ways that the emotions can interplay together. Animshal yuvan mizel lamayla, and allegorically we can understand above. Bebechina zeran pin de atzilus, in za'av atzilus hanikra shimsha, which is called the sun, in comparison to the malchus, which is like the moon, which receives from the sun. Shein amidus de atzilus, that zeran pin are the attributes of atzilus kidu, as is known. Shmiskalalim ze bezeh, that unite one with the other. Bichlal, and in general, him hanikraim yud bez gvuli alachson. They are called the 12 boundaries of diagonal ukanal, and like we said, ukula niglin b'dibur ha'elyon, and all of them are revealed in the supernal speech. Shebechinas malchus datzilus, which is the concept of malchus. Shenimshul asiyara, which is compared to the moon. V'zehu she'amru b'zohar, and this is what it says in the Zohar: the siyara leis la migar ma'aklum, that the moon does not have anything on its own, any light from it on its own, so to speak. Because the speech is only a revelation of the emotions as they interplay together, the emotional attributes of Atzilus, of Zeranpin, that flow into it. Al derech mashal, and that's allegorically like like the moon that only receives from the light of the sun, and that's the root of the concept of the 12 months of the moon below. Kitzer, and in short, that the diagonal is, for example, like the uniting of love with acknowledgement, and overcoming with strength. And the emotions shine into speech, which is like the moon. That's the concept of the 12 heads of the months.